Good morning, friends, and welcome. The wisdom of the ages is passed down to us by HPB, lays out our birthright to immortality. The path to immortality that she lays out in the Secret Doctrine and other writings is a complete system that is in sync with the laws of nature. You find parts of this system in the modern religions of the world. The path to immortality is an obligatory pilgrimage that each of us must take. Neither HPB nor the Masters nor anyone else can take it for us. They can only point the way. We must experience that path ourselves and make decisions ourselves along the way. The path to immortality is a very challenging and slow process. HPB warns us repeatedly about the charlatans out there who claim to offer shortcuts in exchange for money and other services. Yet they are so subtle that even the most educated continue to be duped. The mission of ULT is to keep the message of theosophy as passed on to us by HPB and William Q. Judge, her co-founder, available for those who find it. The mission is laid out for us in a few paragraphs by Robert Crosby in the Declaration of the ULT. Yeah, he was a witness on the scene at the time of the passing of HPB and Mr. Judge, and he saw a lot of things that went on there. The dilution of the secret doctrine and allowing the original writings of HPB and Mr. Judge to go out of print. We have here in a letter, next week is a special day, ULT Day, and our headquarters office in LA sent us a letter. The last paragraph summarizes what this student was trying to say. Studying the writings of H.P. Blavatsky and William Q. Judge, if continued over time and approached with patience and determination, provides a solvent to dissolve the temporary glamour of the world. The driving force behind the growth is neither an outside guru nor a predictable formula, but comes from the gift of the human mind transforming itself into its true identity of spiritual mind. The serious inquiry, open to all, is the function and goal of the United Lodge of Theosophists. So we gather here in Bethesda and at locations elsewhere in the world every Sunday, well, at 11 a.m., different places have different times, to discuss a particular topic. We also have study classes every first and third Sunday where we are currently reading here and discussing the Bhagavad Gita. You can get more information on our website at www.ultdc.org, or by coming to our meetings here, which are open to all. Our reading today is from the Bhagavad Gita, and that will be followed by today's talk, which is a continuation of the series of discussions on Gnostic Christianity. And coming up in 2 months, in August 11 to 14, there's going to be an international theosophical conference out at in LA near San Diego. We have information on that for those who would like to have it.
The reading for today comes from the Bhagavad Gita, as mentioned, chapter 18, entitled Devotion as Regards Renunciation and Final Liberation. Men, being contented and devoted to their proper duties, attain perfection. Hear now how that perfection is attained by devotion to natural duty. If a man maketh offering to the Supreme Being, who is the source of all the works of all, and by whom this universe was spread abroad, he thus obtaineth perfection. The performance of the duties of a man's own particular calling, although devoid of excellence, is better than doing the duty of another, however well performed. And he who fulfills the duties obligated by nature does not incur sin. A man's own natural duty, even though stained with faults, ought not to be abandoned. For all human acts are involved in faults, as the fire is wrapped in smoke. The highest perfection of freedom from action is attained through renunciation by him who in all works has an unfettered mind and subdued heart. Learn from me, in brief, in what manner the man who has reached perfection attains to the Supreme Spirit, which is the end, the aim, the highest condition of spiritual knowledge. Imbued with pure discrimination, restraining himself with resolution, having rejected the charms of sound and other objects of the senses, and casting off attachment and dislike, dwelling in secluded places, eating little, with speech, body, and mind controlled, engaging in constant meditation and unwavering fixed in dispassion, abandoning egotism, arrogance, violence, vanity, desire, anger, pride, and possession, with calmness ever present, a man is fitted to be the Supreme Being. And having thus attained to the Supreme, he is serene, sorrowing no more, and no more desiring, but alike towards all creatures, he attains to supreme devotion to me. By this devotion to me, he knoweth fundamentally who and what I am, and having thus discovered me, he enters into me without any immediate condition.